Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, you know what? Let me fix this lighting if I can. Let's see if that is better. Yeah, it is. Okay, so my phone ended up not having enough space, cutting off the video. So then I'm like, I'm gonna use my tablet. Recorded the whole second half of how I believe we should deal with the crisis of the police state. And then after I shoot it, no sound. I made a mistake and covered the speaker. So here I am. I had to wait till the other videos loaded from off my phone so I can just redo it. I didn't want to redo it on the tablet. And I had some errands I had to run to my car. Oh, now I'm rambling. Okay, so back to where I was speaking about. So these police also use as an excuse the theory of, oh, I was so frightened, I was scared. Although they have been highly trained, they have partners, they suited and booted up, and they are dealing with civilians who are not trained, who are not suited and booted up, and who are on the end to more likely be the ones to be in fear, to be scared. They are not having weapons on them. And we have even seen that cops can handle people with weapons. They do it all the time with their own people who are literally threatening their lives, who are actually trying to attack them, are attacking them, and they manage to apprehend them without a scratch being on their body. Yet our people, totally different story. They like to run with stop resisting, you're being hostile, calm down. You are literally attacking and aggressively approaching a person who most likely haven't even committed a crime, is being racially profiled, is scared and in fear, and you have the nerve to not understand why they might be a little razzled and frazzled. It's bananas, and I'm sick and tired of it. Because what if, with the history of the police interaction with black people specifically, minorities as well, has given us PTSD and a reason to be in fear of our lives and hope that we will make it home after this interaction, and hope that we can be free and alive after this interaction. Yet y'all are the ones claiming fear. Then you are too big of a coward and shouldn't be in this position. If you, suited and booted, with your gang with you, with the law backing you, are claiming that you are scared of a civilian who is unarmed, who is untrained, is ridiculous. So what if we start killing and shooting y'all when we go to court? If we even are alive to make it to court after we do it, will we be able to use a defense that I was scared, I fear for my life? Because we have probable cause to feel that way. We have probable cause to feel threatened when you're coming up to my car with your hand already on your gun, or with your gun already drawn, or if you're walking up to me or busting down my door and you got the wrong damn address and you shooting the place up. It's unlawful for me to be in fear and not protect my children and my being. It's ridiculous. But I wonder, how would that go? How would that go if we started shooting cops down when we come into interaction with them because we are detrimentally fearful for our life in this interaction? That's just something to think about. And that's something these cops should think about. That's something that we should think about. Should we start defending and arming ourselves against the police? And it's sad because their job is to protect and serve. The law job is to make sure, the government's job is to make sure that cops are protecting and serving. And if you're not going to do that, then don't take the job. If you are such a coward and scared, you shouldn't be in this position. Do desk work then. If you have a power trip, an ego trip, an inferiority complex, this isn't the position for you. You need therapy. Go do that. Go do that. Find you something else to do. And I feel it is unfair to try and tell black people, as we're being gunned down and mishandled by the cops, that we should just continue to try our best to not be targeted by them, when that's what they're set up to do. The police work alongside the prison industrial business and keeping it filled up. They work alongside them by stopping the stop and frisk, the war on drugs, the killing them. the helping them and planting stuff on them to have them locked up, because it's big business for racist corporate America. And it has boiled down to, and what it looks like to me is, they look at it in two ways, because we are a natural resource for them. So it's either we're going to put you in prison where you can be a natural resource for us to profit, survive, and live off of, or if we can't get you to do that, we want you dead. Those are only two options that they want for black people. Serve us or be dead. And we need to defend and protect ourselves, because whether they got a badge on us and supposedly the law or not, that the laws need to be changed and their behavior need to be changed, and we need to make sure that it happens whether they change that law or not. You are going to face consequences for your action. And we need to look at the fact that integration really ain't benefit us or gotten us anywhere. Integration did not. And to me, it was amazing that someone would think that these same people who hated us, enslaved us, was literally skinning us and wearing our skin, raping us and our children, killing us, and doing all this depraved, savage, horrible, evil, satanic, sadistic shit, would turn around and we would expect them to be like, okay, yeah, we'll play fair. And then we hand over and allow them to teach us, to be our doctors, to be our employers, to be our judges, to be our officers. No. Where does that make sense in your head? When would you you tell me if you would let your worst enemy send your child over to their house for them to babysit? Go to yourself for them to treat your wounds. Where does that make logical sense? Yet that is what we have done. And if you look at it, Martin Luther King whole thing was, in the midst of them showing all this uncivilization, how savage and demented they are, let's show them that we're forgiving, that we're kind, that we're civilized, that we'll turn edgy. And guess what? They still killed them. Still got us nowhere. And the idea of Malcolm X was one to respect and that we should have followed. Integration clearly has not gotten us anywhere, so let's try something else, because I know that there's going to be people on here, even black people, talking about, no, this is inclusion, everyone be one, let's all be. It does not work. Yes, is every white person bad? No. Is everyone racist? No. But generally speaking, and in this system speaking, this nation and how it's run and how it does its bidding, that does not work for us and hasn't. So we should try something new, which is create our own nation, our own infrastructure, police ourselves, and put our own people in position. Here, first off, you cannot police any area that you are not bred and born and living in. You cannot police any area that you are not integrating yourself with the culture and the people that are there, that you are not in outreach programs, mingling and meeting the citizens there. No, cops should be required to go and do community service in the communities that they are there to supposedly police. No, you should have to go to the kitchens where the homeless is. You should have to go to the schools, to the shelters. You should have to go to the city council meetings. You should have to go to the outreach programs for the community. No, that should be a requirement. And my thing is, for us, what we need to do is ostracize them. The ones who we do not feel should be or want to be in our police force, no. The government as well, which is them and flip, are supposed to work for us. The police, you're a public servant, you're all supposed to work for us. No, we're going to demand, we don't want this person working in our neighborhood. They have to be fired. They cannot work here. We're going to ostracize them, and we're going to ostracize you. Get them out of here. And that is our right as citizens to say what goes on in our communities and who does what in our communities. No, ostracize them, get them out of here. We need to go back to our mentality which we once had as a people, of tribal mindset, of respecting the elders, and the elders are the ones who we went to settle squabbles and disagreements, and everyone respected them and followed their instruction on how to handle disputes and situations. And those who can't do that, yeah, call the police. But guess what? It's going to be police that are likened to that community that they're in. And we can make that happen. We can do that. Because the other thing that frustrates me and that I'm tired of that some blacks are doing is, why are we as humans and fully grown, capable, and articulate and vibrant and smart and strong people sitting here begging, pleading, asking, and crying for them to handle us the way that we need and want to be handled, right? That, no, we should not be doing that. Because when you do that and when you go, oh, please, please, stop doing this to us, look what they doing to us, man, that is you basically essentially saying, right, you are the one in control and my overseer and my what would you call it, power figure, and it's your choice on what you do, and I'm just begging and asking you, please don't do it like that. Hell freaking no. I don't have that mentality. I don't want that mentality, and I don't want my people to have that mentality. We're not about to beg, plead, or ask them to do shit. No, they're going to comply and do what's demanded of them, or they're going to roll over. And that's the only choice that they have to make. You don't get to decide how you're going to treat us. You get to decide what you're going to do, and then you're going to deal with the consequences of how we respond to it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Well, I'm not begging you to treat me right. No, you motherfucker, you don't treat me right, or you ain't about to deal with me at all. And you take that however you want to. You take So I have really been getting frustrated with hearing my people saying and doing that. No, I'm not. You aren't sitting here and I'm down here. Motherfucker, we right here. Human to human, adult to adult, citizen to citizen, we are right here. Man to man, woman to woman, man to woman, we right here. And I'm not begging you or pleading with you or asking you to do a damn thing, motherfucker. This is what you're going to do. And please excuse my language, but no, this is something I'm very passionate about. This is something that matters, because I am not looking. We need to act now because we have children. We got to think about the future. Do you want your children and grandchildren to be dealing with what we're dealing with right now, that we've been dealing with for the last 500 years? Do you want that? Because if your ideology is to say, no, let's just keep our head down and try to just be as peaceful and docile as possible, and that'll make things better, you're a fool. Martin Luther King showed you that. He did it, and it ain't get us nowhere. No, and you shouldn't have to do that. Why should you have to deny yourself of the power, the strength, the vibrancy, the culture that you have to try and appease these motherfuckers? Who the fuck are they? Nobody. And the other thing that pisses me off and why I'm tired of this is because we have on every front ain't even sought out for revenge. We've sought out for justice. But the main thing that blacks want, just leave us the fuck alone. But yet they go throughout their days, their laws, their think tanks is all centered around how can we inflict pain, harm, and oppress these specific people. And we continue to just try and dodge it that way. Okay, we get hit and fuck it. No, we know that's done. That's done. And what's going to be sad is a lot of people going to see this video and be, oh, you're racist, right? They're going to say that, oh, addressing the problem is actually spreading it. Like, that makes logical sense. No, the problem is there. You not addressing it just continues to make it spread and get bigger. So don't come to me with that deflection and that reverse psychology, dumbed down bullshit, because I'm not here for it and it's not gonna work on me, and I really don't care. If that is your mindset, let it be. Especially if you white. This ain't even a conversation for you. I'm speaking to my people. You can take it or leave it, and you're not going to tell me how I am to think about the bullshit your people do and have done. You're not going to get to tell me how I should address my people concerning the bullshit that we have to deal with and face every day, because it ain't you. So you mind your business, you stay in your place. And concerning my people, because some of y'all are going to have the mindset of that same ideology, you need to wake up, baby. You need to wake up. First off, we already seen that when we did create our own infrastructure, our own nation and everything, which the only thing we lacked at that time was the militarizing ourselves as a nation. which is why they were able to come and lead terrorist attacks on us. We had booming businesses. We was working outside of them, although inside this nation. And what did they do? They committed a terrorist attack against us several times. Each time that it was done, they bombed it, set fires, and found all different ways to try and sabotage us, as they continue to do. What we were lacking then, in which we're going to do this time, is we're going to militarize. We're going to militarize. The law is not doing their job for us, because for the most part, they did not create it for us. This is their system for them. We have to create our system for us. And they can either come into respect it as a treaty, or it is what it is. So that's just my mindset about it. And I think this, a lot of you, we have been through 100 years of psychological warfare and indoctrination. Y'all need to go and look up some Joy DeGroy work, some Jane Elliott work, and it is plenty of others' works who y'all can go and look up to get a better understanding and clearer idea of what technically has been happening and the offenses that have been done against us on a psychological level, as well as a mental, emotional, a physical level, and understand who our enemy is. Our enemy has not changed. They're not going to change. They have made it clear that they want to be our enemy and that they are our enemy, which means that you deal with an enemy a certain way. This is not, it is peaceful and it's kind and it's assimilating as we have tried to be. It has not gotten us anywhere, and I'm tired of us continually trying to bend ourselves to make this situation okay when it's not okay. It's not okay. By all means, it is not okay, and none of us should be accepting it or trying to find ways to rationalize why it's okay or how we should deal with it. Our mindset should be, we come in with action. We come in with action. I don't need you to like me, because that's the other thing that sometimes come off like y'all begging them to like you and be friends with you. No, fuck them. I don't need you to like me. I don't need you to want to be around me, live around me, none of that shit. We have technically been minding our business, and one of the main things we want to just leave us the fuck alone, right? We will be fine with that. We don't go out our way trying to bother them, mess with them, or none of that. And even when they come fucking with us, we still try and what? De-escalate, turn the cheek and all this type of shit. No, fuck that. Give these motherfuckers what they understand, which is savagery. That's what they understand, hostility. That's what their violence. That's what they inherently understand. So when those type of characters come to you, no, I bet you'll pipe down. When the bully gets hit back, guess what? They ass think twice before they come trying to bully you again. They think they think about it and they step back. And that's how y'all need to look at this. Stop trying to be so diplomatic with people who have shown you they ain't diplomats, who have shown you they are incapable of being civilized, who have shown you they are incapable of making men's treaty. And they behave this way because we allow them to, with that mindset of, let me be docile. Let me try to shrink myself down so they don't feel so small and I don't seem so big. Fuck that. We have to stop doing that, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, and I know there's plenty of others that's tired of it. And we're going to get this change for our children and our grandchildren. We need to think ahead and down the line. There's no goddamn way our next generations should be dealing with this and being treated like this and being taught by other blacks specifically to deal with it. No, that's a slave mentality, and that's where I understood what Kanye was talking about when Kanye said, certain aspects of slavery was a choice. To me, the way he worded it was wrong. But in my opinion, which I still don't blame us for, because I understand the psychological warfare that was put against us, to give you an inferiority, an indoctrinated mindset through your subconscious that half the time y'all don't even realize that's what it is. But you can be awakened. You can learn and you can grow from that. But anyway, we are not going to allow our children to have that mindset and to be okay and just try and get by and survive with the way things are. No, God didn't create us for that, and we're not doing that. So I personally feel, to get back to the point of this video, we should not defund and dismantle the police force. I believe police are necessary. I believe that there are some good police. I just think we need to change a few things in how that system works, that things get in line the way that they should be. Like I said, they have to insure themselves. That'll cut down a lot of crap. The union, police union, has to pay out lawsuits and fines and all of that for their poor behavior. That'll take care of a lot of that. They're tried as the criminals and murderers that they are when they conduct themselves in a way that is not proper protocol. That will cut down a lot of that. We ostracize them and demand that certain ones, if they don't live here, they can work here. If they have shown improper conduct, no, you're going to be immediately, you getting up out of our community and our neighborhood. If they are guilty, shown guilty of a crime, no, you lose your gun life. Because like those cops who were speaking over the airways talking about let's go kill niggas, and they was planning and plotting, white cops planning and plotting to go and kill us. That's why I said them being a police officer didn't make them murderers. That evilness and stuff was already there. They decided to become a cop to hide it and be able to display it, to hide the fact that they're truly racist and murderers, and then have a veil to be able to be racist and murderer, all under the guise of they're doing police work. Those cops should have been brought up charges. Conspiracy to commit murder, conspiracy to commit a terrorist act, conspiracy to commit a hate crime. Their weapons should have been immediately taken for them to never be able to legally own a weapon again a day in their life, not as a civilian or a cop. And they should have been tried on those, because guess what? If me and you and our friends was sitting plotting to kill and saying who we was going to target and all that, we will be in jail for it. On conspiracy to commit a terrorist act, conspiracy to commit a murder, planning, plotting the murder and all that. And yet, all those cops did was, I believe, they were just fired. Still legally can carry arms. Still can legally go and apply to be a police officer in another district. No, that's not how that should have been done with. So I think if we change and regroup on some of these laws that are in place, if we the people begin to do our own police justice and hold these cops accountable, that would give incentive for the law to a government to actually do it. That will give incentive for cops to either not go into that profession because they ain't gonna get away with that bullshit, or to behave when they are, or to keep their asses in their own districts to be police instead of coming over to ours, because these are the main issues that are causing their behavior, and how I personally believe they can be fixed. So if you guys have ideas of what you think would be a better way, or things that you think might be a little off and what my opinions are about and stuff, share, please share. That's what me and our people need to do. We need to get together and we need to talk and discuss what is our game plan, what is solutions, actions that we can put in place to change our predicament, instead of just marching and saying and begging these motherfuckers to act like decent human beings at that. Like, no. You do sometimes need to meet fire with fire. You do, and we definitely do. Because that's the other thing, right? What they don't teach you is the whole reason why the North got involved in that Civil War to fight with us in that form of slavery, because all the North did really was modernize slavery. The motherfuckers wasn't fighting to end slavery. They seen with all the revolts that was coming in, our successful revolts of getting the fuck away from us, drawing their blood too. They felt the best thing to do is try and end this now. Let's regraft it and put this fire out. But no, we have been fighting back, leading revolts through action. No, you drawing our blood, we're gonna draw your fucking blood. You think you're gonna have me in chains? No, I'm getting out of these chains, motherfucker, and you better watch out. So my point is, what they respond to is their own energy. That's what they respond to. Because pay attention and notice this: when they get on this aggressive, hostile, abusive, violent stuff, everything fine and dandy. The minute that we meet them with that same energy, that's when, oh, come on, calm down, you shouldn't respond like that. That's when they get scared, and that's when they want to flip the script, and then now we're supposed to be the ones that's put on us to, oh, no, don't do that. No, we need to meet them with where they at. And I know a lot of you are probably scared and think like, okay, well, if this go into a war, are we really prepared for that and all this? First off, you're already in war. You're already in war. You're just not fighting and you're making it easy for your opponent. Blacks, we're already in war. We've been in a war for the last 500 freaking years. You've been in a war. Get that out your head. Stop thinking, oh, I don't want a war. You've been in it. You know what? The only thing white people are afraid of, white people are afraid, and what a lot of them are marching with you and trying to tone stuff down is because they're scared of a war. Like, no, soon they're gonna be fighting back. That's what they're afraid of. We don't want them to fight back. But as long as we ain't fighting back, you see they running havoc like the savages that they are. No, fight back. Arm yourself. Protect yourself. Put action behind what it is you require for them to interact with you. And the other thing, get it, we need to get it together. We need to get it together. But anyway, I do have my other video because I kind of touched on a few things, but I am going to see about doing my white hypocrisy video tonight. If you are interested in that, stay tuned. I would love to hear your opinions. If you are, actually, I'm not even going to say that. Yeah, I'm going to leave the forum open. I am going to do that video. I would love to hear your feedback in my Black Agenda video as well. Give me your feedback, my people, of what you feel is the correct moves, right solutions, right steps to move forward. Let me know. Thank you for watching.